2. 11-4 Mercer Island, 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Scott Collins controlling for Mount Vernon to Kruger. There's a push. And looks like Kruger may go to the line here for Mount Vernon.
52, Josh Fisher is.
Islanders making a couple more changes right now. Number 10, David Hughes is coming in.
Mercer Island lineup, number 10, David Hughes.
33, Will Russell.
Number 33, Will Russell.
Ed's not afraid to bring guys in and out of this game.
Oh, that's
likes to keep them fresh.
Collins with a 15-foot jumper off the side of the rim. No good. Up for the rebound is Brian Brown. That's not Brown. That's Josh Fisher. Fisher got up high for that one.
Way up.
Shot inside by Hughes is off the mark. Rebound, Mount Vernon. Brown's out of the lineup actually now. Many substitutions early for Mercer Island with an 11-4 lead. A minute and a half to go in the first quarter.
This stage, Mount Vernon seems a little unsure what they want to do here on offense. They're struggling to get it inside.
Kruger drives the lane, left-hand layup, too hard off the glass. Rebound to Hughes. Whistle on the play.
And there it is again, Tony. Mercer Island hitting the boards, getting rebounds. Just what Coach Peppel wants to see.
Mercer Island will inbound the ball from the opposite side of the court with 1:12 left to go. We've got a timeout of the court. It's 11-4 Mercer Island, first quarter. We'll be right back.
Oh, hi. This is the Ford Windstar, and there's a number of reasons why it's a great minivan.
Like standard dual airbags for protection in a collision.
And standard anti-lock brakes to help avoid collisions. Windstar has over 40 standard safety features, which helped Windstar get the government's highest safety rating, 5 stars.
And here's a number that makes it easy to afford a Windstar, $1,500 cash back.
Ford Windstar, it's the minivan with all the right numbers.
See your Northwest Ford dealer, home of 5 of the 10 bestsellers in America, again.
There are people who think water polo is not a game for a man. They're right. This is no game, and he is not just a man. It is a sport, and he is an athlete, just like a football player, just like a basketball player, just like a baseball player. GTE is proud to be the official telecommunications consultant to the NCAA because of him and the pure spirit of college athletics.
Back live at the Kingdome with Mount Vernon holding an 11-4 lead early in the game. Offensively, obviously, Mount Vernon has not been able to get things going yet. They've tried to force a few looks at the bucket, but it hasn't worked out. Defense has been very strong for Mercer Island so far. Islanders control. Josh Fisher with the ball. Over to 21, Jamie and McCallum. Back to Fisher. Inside it goes to Hughes. The big guy pumps a couple of times.
Nice
takes a right-hand shot. Beautiful play.
David Hughes Jr., nice little move there. Gets up above the defense. Mercer Island up 13-4. Mac Frazier's got to be a little concerned that his team's only scored 4 points right now.
Well, you can see why Mercer Island brings people in off the bench. They can play. It's got a lot of players.
Very deep, Tony. Very deep.
Holloman looking for a shot. Drives right side. Layup is blocked.
Another block inside.
Mercer Island comes down with the rebound again. Josh Fisher calling for one shot. About 13 seconds to go, first quarter.
Have a seat, please.
Under 10 seconds. Fisher, McCallum. McCallum drives baseline. He's underneath. 1 second to go. His shot is up. No good. Quarter ends. And so the Islanders come out strong and take a 13-4 first quarter lead in the AAA championship game. We'll be right back.
Fans, remember to pick up your...
Sears Home Life answers the question, are some sales better than others? Absolutely, especially when you find the furniture you want at a price you want to pay. Which brings us to the Customer Appreciation Day sale, where you'll save an extra 10% on sale prices and 10% on regular prices too. Now at our recently opened stores in Linwood, Bellevue, and Tacoma, and also in Tukwila and Silverdale. Your Sears Home Life Furniture Store. Furniture you love, prices that say we appreciate you.
What's in it for you on Cairo News at 5? Classes are disrupted and security tightened as Seattle schools become the target of threatening phone calls.
They think it's a game, but this is very, very serious.
A Burien teacher pleads not guilty to charges she raped one of her students. State legislators stall the plan for a new Seahawks stadium. And what makes the city of Kent one of the nation's best places to raise a child? More than just headlines. It's a commitment to the Northwest. Cairo means news.
Back live at the Kingdom, floor level shot. Mercer Island in the dark uniforms, Mount Vernon in the white. We're just starting the second quarter of play. Mercer Island's got a 13-4 lead. Grant Leap is the number 30. You see at the right side of your screen now. Getting set to get the ball inbounds for a team that has struggled offensively. Pretty obvious with 4 points in the first quarter.
That's right. It's a little surprising that the way things went last week, is they having trouble trying to figure out what they're doing. Right now, Mount Vernon only shooting 20% from the field, 2 for 10. The Islanders, on the other hand, a little better at 35%.
Collins, 12-footer off the mark, rebound up and in. Ryan Whitehead, the big guy, 6'8" sophomore, goes up high and drops one down. Maybe that'll get some momentum going for Mount Vernon. They still trail 13-6. Islanders with the ball. Josh Fisher out to Hughes. Crosse Freeman drives the lane, up and short. Rebound, Hughes.
Fisher.
Great rebound by Josh Fisher there, Tony. Gets the rebound, takes it to the basket. Mercer Island's now up 15-6.
Lots of size inside for Mercer Island. Lots of people can jump and get up there and block shots, and that's been the difference so far. Mount Vernon's got size too, but they're not working with it yet. From the corner, Nick Lind missing the three-point attempt.
Fouls on number 10, David Hughes, his first personal foul, team foul number 4.
Mount Vernon controls under their own basket, down 9 points here in the second quarter. Looking to get something going offensively. Pass goes underneath to Brian Whitehead, but he couldn't control it.
Yeah, they call it off Mercer Island. Mount Vernon's going to hold on here. Still, Mount Vernon a little unsure of what they're doing on offense.
Holloman, number 21, will get it inbounds to Eric Lind. Lind puts it on the floor, spin move. Shot inside by Leap is off the mark, but a foul is called.
Interesting thing about Grant Leap too, Tony.
Fouls on number 3.
You know what size his shoes are. Look at those shoes he's got.
Oh my gosh.
He wears size 18
For the
shoes.
Islanders, Ben Jordan. Jordan
Making the floor shake.
That's right. I'm sure that's what's shaking it.
Grant Leap has had a terrific season. He's had a terrific tournament so far, averaging 17 points a game, a 6'7" junior. Makes both free throws, and they pulled it within 7. Mercer Island leading 15-8. Islanders with the ball, bit of pressure in the backcourt, but they break it quickly. Josh Fisher, 52. Cross court to Mobley, takes a shot and misses from 15 feet out. Rebound Mount Vernon, hoping to get some momentum going. Collins in the corner, it goes to Nick Lind. Lind was going to take a 3, changed his mind inside to Leap, off the glass, too wide, too far. Rebound to Crosse Freeman, and here come the Islanders. Mobley. Brian Brown back in the game. Driving shot is off the mark, short. Rebound saved by Mount Vernon. It's their ball. 6 minutes to go in the half.
The Islanders have come down a couple times here and not scored. See if Mount Vernon can take advantage of it. Could have cut into that 7-point lead that Mercer Island has right now.
Inside the Leap. Puts it on the floor. Goes in. Layup is good. 15-10.
That's how Mac Frazier draws it up. That's what he wants him doing, getting the ball into Grant. Let him drive to the basket.
He's got 8 points already in this game, Bill. 8 of his team's 10 points. 15-10 Mercer Island. underneath for the very hard hook shot that's good as Ben Jordan.
Tough hook shot by Ben Jordan there. But hey, it went in.
That's right, 17-10 Islanders. Collins, Lynn, leap underneath. He's fouled. Brian Brown. Well, it's pretty apparent what Leap is going to do tonight. He's going to try and get fouled as much as he can.
We'll look at it again. Going inside to Grant Leap. He gets fouled.
Team foul number 6.
Very good shooter.
For the Bulldogs. Grant Leap shooting 2. In for the Islanders.
I think Mount Vernon's trying to make a little run here, Tony.
Yep. Will Russell in the game now, along with Tyler Bessiker for Mercer Island. There's Ed Pepple as he continues to use his bench, and why not? He's got a tremendous amount of talent on that team.
Free throws no good.
Misses both of them. 17-10, they still trail. Brown driving.
Offensive foul.
It is. Brian Brown has 3 fouls on it.
The foul is on number
Brian
32.
goes strong to the basket here.
Brown's 3rd personal foul.
Defense. Brian Whitehead gets in front of him, takes the charge. Brian Whitehead's got a nickname, Tony.
What would that be?
Darby.
No kidding.
Darby, it's actually his middle name, but teammates call him Darby.
Well, that's a nice name.
It is.
We'll just call him Darby the rest of the night. 17-10 Islanders. Mount Vernon with the ball. 4:50 to go, first half of the championship game. Mount Vernon, momentum picking up a bit. Nick Lynn, 20-footer for 3, no good. Rebound, Prasse Freeman. Around the back dribble. In the corner it goes. They almost lost it, but Mercer Island's got it back again. Fisher drives, shoots, scores.
Basket by Fisher.
Another nice drive by Josh Fisher.
Fisher with 5 in the game. 19-10 Mercer Island. Holloman, number 21. Over to Collins. Collins drives, bounce pass inside. And the bucket's no good. Brian Whitehead was fouled on the play. So they're going hard to the hoop and trying to draw fouls, and they've been successful so far.
That's right. That's what Mac Frazier wants his team to do. Get it inside. He thinks the size of Mount Vernon with Brian Whitehead and Grant Leap are an advantage over Mercer Island, and that's their strength. That's what they want to do.
Brian Whitehead shooting.
The 6'8" sophomore at the free throw line, trying to cut the lead to 8. Misses the first free throw.
The second goal.
19-10 Mercer Island with 4 minutes left to play in the first half. The second free throw up, back the rim, and drops in. So it's 19-11. Backcourt pressure now by Mount Vernon. See if the press works. Mercer Island having a little bit of trouble breaking it, but they do it. Prasse Freeman across the half-court line. Inside it goes to Fisher. Stops, shoots from 10 off the glass, too hard. Rebound Mount Vernon. Here they come again. Collins gets the ball knocked away. Foul is called on number 44, Ben Jordan. Look at the replay.
Ben Jordan.
The foul is on number 33, Will Russell. His
foul's on Will Russell.
Team foul number 9.
9th foul on the Islanders, I think. They better start watching that statistic.
Shooting 1 and 1. 1 plus the bonus.
One thing going right for the Bulldogs. They're going to the line a lot so far.
Start making the free throws. This game could tighten up. It's 19-11. Collins makes the first of 2.
Scott Collins, a hockey player too, Tony. A lot of basketball players don't play hockey.
Well, that's you don't see that crossover.
But he does.
He misses the second of the 2 free throws. 19-12, Mercer Island with the lead on the ball. Prasse Freeman going one-on-one against Don Holloman. Freeman gets the bounce pass inside, or actually not inside, to the left side of the key. Now it's inside to the big guy. Ben Jordan. And Jordan, well, somebody committed the foul for M.
There's
Islandson.
an official timeout. Checking into the Bulldog lineup, number 25, Eric.
Timeout on the court, 19-12 with 3:37 left to play. Mercer Island with a 7-point lead. We'll be right back.
Tom, can I make a suggestion?
You're fired!
Welcome to eternity.
Heaven. Yeah.
Mel, wait a minute.
Where am I?
Got milk?
The biggest golf event of the year is happening this weekend at all 3 Putts Golf Superstore locations. At the Seattle Driving Range and Superstore, it's our Demo Days celebration, an event so big it lasts all weekend. Visit with factory reps, try all of the latest and greatest equipment from the '97 PGA show. Hit all of the top names in golf at Putts Golf Range and Superstore, 117th in Aurora. Take an additional 10% off everything at all 3 Putts Golf Superstores. That's this Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Don't miss it.
Washington are proud sponsors of the WIAA.
3:37 to go in the first half. 19-12 Mercer Island
Their sponsorship
over Mount Vernon State Championship basketball. Hey, don't forget, be sure to stay with us at halftime for highlights and a complete sports roundup with Bob Harwood. Find out how the Husky women did today and all the rest of the sports at halftime of the championship game.
Tony, we're in the state championship here. Mercer Island right now has got 3 sophomores, a junior and a senior on the court.
Grant Leap, number 30, left of your screen, getting ready to inbounds the ball for Mount Vernon. They trail by 7. Not a great offensive struggle yet. The bench scoring, well, obviously Mercer Island's got the deeper bench so far. Outscored Mount Vernon bench 7-1.
You'd expect that, though. They're putting a lot more guys in there.
Well, that's for sure. They're using their bench. Baseline shot by Nick Lind is swatted away. I didn't hear a whistle.
Another great block. The Islanders doing their best to deny the inside to Mount Vernon.
Great defensive play. Islanders playing good defense tonight. Long bomb for 3 from the corner by Lind. No good. Rebound inside is in and out by Brian Whitehead. They try it again and miss. Rebound comes down to Mobley.
Mount Vernon just struggling from the field. Just struggling.
Here's Prasse Freeman. To Fisher. Back to Freeman. Freeman. Layup. Good.
Nice drive by Elliott there. He's not fazed by the state championship at all.
Elliott's got 4 in the ball game. Long bomb missed by Leap. Rebound Mercer Island. They're up 21-12.
To the souvenir booth on the
Prasse Freeman setting up a play. That's Fisher. Fisher driving left side. Hooks one in. Kind of a scoop shot off the glass. He's fouled. Goes to the floor. He'll go to the free throw line.
Josh Fisher likes to drive to the basket.
His first person.
Not afraid to take it inside there. A couple more changes. Tyler Bessiker going out for the Islanders right now.
Holloman comes in for Mount Vernon.
Fisher at the line shooting.
Fisher shooting 2 free throws for the Islanders, who lead by 9. Make it 10. They've been in control of the whole ballgame. It has not been a back-and-forth battle yet. We have not seen that offensive blast that you love to see in the championship game yet.
Well, when you win a game like they did last night, Tony, it's got to make you feel like you can do it again. The confidence for the Islanders right now has got to be sky high, and they seem confident. They seem like they think they can control this game, and so far they are.
Well, Mount Vernon had to struggle to win their semifinal game.
That's right.
And they're undefeated. There's always pressure that comes with that. Shot by Mount Vernon is off the mark. Rebound comes down to Ben Jordan. Here come the Islanders again, up by 11, 23-12. Clock moving with 1:45 to go in the first half. Cross safe Freeman. Nice inside move. Shot is off the mark, but he's fouled.
Boy, these sophomores just, they're fearless out there. And although they're only sophomores, you never know whether they'll ever get back in a game like this ever again. And obviously the future is going to be pretty good for both of these teams. But
Freeman's first free throw is good, 24-12.
A couple little fans there.
Lots of little fans here tonight. Freeman with 5 and now 6 points in the ball game. Timeout on the court. Mercer Island with a 25-12 lead and 1:39 to go in the half. We'll be back.
Makes me uncomfortable when there's a bunch of yapping while I eat. That's why I like those comfy private booths at Black Angus.
Especially when they're setting out top sirloin with pan-roasted garlic, a dozen golden fried shrimp, and barbecued baby back ribs. Black Angus garlic steak, a dozen shrimp, barbecued ribs, and all the fixings, just $11.99.
With no discomforting distractions.
10 years ago, this leading consumer magazine rated dozens of mattresses. Sleep Country has turned back the clock on mattress prices. Now you can buy the mattress set that was at the top of their recommendations list for $100 less than the price they showed 10 years ago.
Want a cell phone? Compare the 4 C's and you'll choose a Car Toys better than free cell phone with $100 free accessories plus free activation.
Car Toys, a better way to go.
Okay, good. Go ahead. Back live at the Kingdome. Mercer Island up 25-12. You know, we're going to do something we haven't done in the past, and that is talk to representatives from each of the championship schools. Not necessarily on the basketball team, but just good representatives for their schools. Let's start with Veronica Flores. No, we're not going to do it now? Oh, we aren't. Okay, we're going to do it at halftime. Hold on, guys. We were
we're going to take a little break there because the scoreboard went out. Well, now it's gone out again. We're having a little problem with the scoreboard at both ends of the court here.
Yes, the scoreboard is dark. Mercer Island has a pretty darn good lead. Well, it's back on now. Let's see if that fuse stays.
Tony, look at the season Mount Vernon had this year. Their only real close game in the regular season was at City Home. Grant Leach tied it up with 13 seconds left to force it into overtime, and then Mount Vernon went on to win it. Then, of course, last night, that was another close game. But the Bulldogs managed to get into the championship game.
Late shot by Eric Lynn, winning it for them last night. And
that was a clutch shot. And they kind of, they had the game against Ferris, and they kind of let it go there in the end, and it took that shot by Lynn, I think, to turn it around and get Mount Vernon into the final here. Those scoreboards are on right now.
Oh, everything seems to be working. The band, the scoreboard, the Islanders sign. Teams are back on the court for the final 1:39 of the first half.
Well, they don't use these scoreboards that often, so they might need a tune-up.
Well, that's probably what they need. A little wiring, some of that electrical tape.
Yeah, just tape it up.
We'll get some of that. I got some in my car, in fact. I'm constantly using that on different things. All right, here we go. Mount Vernon down 13, trying to get some momentum before the end of the first half. They have not had much of an offensive half. That's the understatement of the week. There's a steal by Freeman. Lay-in, good.
Great play by the sophomore guard from Mercer Island. They're going to get a foul here on Dyron Mobley.
Freeman's got 8 points in the first half of this game, and his team leads it by 15.
The foul is on number 11, Dyron Mobley, his first personal foul.
Let's take another look at that play. Great steal.
Mercer Island really playing aggressive here. The whole first half, this time a little too aggressive. Dyron gets called for the foul.
Don Holloman
at the line.
been making their free throws now. This is a half they have to discard and come back out and regroup because, boy, it has been a tough first half for Mount Vernon. Misses both free throws. Highlanders come down with it. Josh Fisher at the midcourt line with 1:13 left to play in the first half. Over to Mobley. Back to Fisher. That's Freeman. We're looking for one shot here. Mobley, top of the key. Puts it on the floor. Out front it goes to Jordan.
Mercer Island playing with the clock a little bit here.
Oh, they are. 50 seconds to go. This is Mobley. He's going to shoot. But he's got, and the steal. Here come the Bulldogs. The three by Kruger is good.
Oh, they needed that, Tony.
Collins scores.
Let's give the right credit.
A shot like that can do wonders when you're not shooting very well.
And I'd like to do credit to the guy that actually made the shot, Scott Collins. Mobley's shot is knocked away, blocked underneath by Whitehead, but there's a whistle on the play.
Dyron Mobley going to the line, takes the pass, drives to the hoop, gets fouled.
Took a whack on the hoop. 27-15. Mercer Island by 12.
Dyron in the future thinking about possibility going to the University of San Diego or Pepperdine. Those are two schools he's been looking at. Play some college ball. He's certainly good enough to play when he's in college. Averages 14.2 for Ed Pepple.
Pushes that first free throw off the back of the rim and no good.
David Hughes coming back in for Will Russell. Even with 19 seconds left, Ed's making a move here. Trying to get the right combination in there.
Mobley's second free throw is good. 28-15. Islanders by 13, final 20 seconds of the first half.
Ed Pepple doesn't like this call. Ed looks about the same every game.
Number 10, David Hughes' second personal foul.
There's no question that's Ed Pepple.
Got the hands on the hip. That's right. Argues the call. That's the same suit he's worn for many years. And
yeah, but
that's good on him.
That's tradition. Great. I like that tradition.
Oh, no, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks like Ed.
It does. That's who you want to look like. And now the scoreboard is going out again.
Ed's got his son, Kyle, one of his assistant coaches over there. In fact, he's got quite a assistant coaching staff over there. Scott Diedrichson, who played for him also. Gary Patterson played for Redmond.
I remember
He's
Gary.
one of Ed's assistants as well. Kyle's shouting out some orders there.
Now see, he'll probably get Ed to try and buy that kind of suit, but Ed won't go for it.
I don't think Ed will ever wear a suit like that in the game.
Whitehead, this has been a problem for Mount Vernon the first half. Free throws. They have just not been hitting free throws. Scoreboard clock's going off again. Let's see if they're going to wait for it to go back on or just run the...
And this is tough when you're playing. Once is okay, but when it goes out every 3 minutes,
it's bad enough you can't get momentum going.
Takes you out of what you're doing.
You know, every time we say it's off, it comes back on.
Mercer Island right now, they like what they see. They like to get this half over and go back in the locker room, realize that they're in control. Mount Vernon, on the other hand, they're going to go in and do some talking, I think.
They got to do something. I'm guessing they're going to come out and drive to the basket more, try to draw some fouls. Of course, they haven't been hitting free throws, but they got to do something to get the momentum going, to force it a little bit.
And they're not used to this. They haven't been in this position all year, really. Facing a 13-point deficit at halftime, that's new to them.
Now, Brent will be talking to the leading coach at halftime, and at this point, I think it's pretty clear it's going to be Ed Peppel.
I'd go with Ed Peppel on that one at this stage. I'll tell you what, if Mount Vernon can take the lead in 13 seconds,
they deserve
a heck of a 13 seconds.
All right, Brian Whitehead at the line for the second of his 2 free throws. He missed the first one. And he made the second, so it's 28-16.
Mount Vernon making substitution here.
Well, that's
Eric Kruger into the Mount Vernon lineup.
25, Eric Kruger coming in.
This has been a herky-jerky first half. And if you're the team that's ahead, that's okay. That's Mercer Island. 13 seconds ago, they got the ball. They're up by 12. Wesley Freeman, the midcourt line, leaves it for Fisher. Fisher drives, stops, pops, hits.
Just a nice jumper in the first half. Just what Ed Peppel wants. That kind of shows you what happened in the first 2 quarters of play.
30-16, Mercer Island with a pretty hefty first half lead over undefeated Mount Vernon with 16 minutes left to go in the championship. Boy, if you have gone 28-0 for your season, and then you come out and score only 16 points in the first half of the championship game, we know 2 things. First of all, it's uncharacteristic, and we don't expect that in the second half. And the second thing we know is there are going to be some adjustments in there. Let's go to Brent Ringenbaugh with Coach Peppel.
Thanks, Tony. As expected, a very intense and physical first half. Very impressive defensive first half by your team. You're really allowing Mount Vernon. You're not letting them get into their rhythm at all.
Well, thank you. We're really proud of our defense. We've been a good defensive team all year. And yesterday we did it with offense, and today we're playing very well defensively. We just have to do it for 16 more minutes.
The other impressive thing is your sophomores. They're stepping up. This is a big game for them, and they're meeting the challenge right now.
Well, we don't have any sophomores. They played 29 games. They're definitely not sophomores anymore, and yeah, I'm very proud of them. We've got a lot of confidence in them as well, and they're doing a great job.
Well, good luck in the second half, and Tony, we'll see if there's any more magic left in that maroon jacket come the second half. Back to you guys.
Yeah, I got a feeling there's magic in that maroon jacket, and a lot of notes and a lot of other things too. You know, we have a couple of special guests joining us here at halftime. Representatives, reporters, if you will, for their respective schools. This is Ricky Doyle, at least I hope it's Ricky. That was your name last time I met you, Ricky. From Mercer Island, and Veronica Flores from Mount Vernon. Let's start with you, Veronica. What things about your school would you like people to know besides the great basketball team?
Mount Vernon High School has a really good all-around atmosphere. Mount Vernon likes to bond by doing get-togethers and lots of assemblies. We also have teams and stuff for games and soccer. Our high school is a great place. Everyone tries to get together. It's a great place to be, and we all have the good school spirit.
All right, Veronica. That was like a commercial. So, Ricky, you get the same 60 seconds. Go ahead. I know Mercer Island has a great basketball team. What else goes on over there?
We've got a lot of great athletic programs, but come basketball season, everybody knows something special is going to happen. As long as Coach Peppel's around, it's just an incredible program. But I think this year's team and this year's crowd is a little bit more special